Good morning, children. Today we are going to begin with the new chapter, that is data handling. This chapter about data handling you have done in your previous classes also, but it was of low level. Now this time it is little bit, the syllabus is increased. So data handling, actually, do you know what is data? Data is the collection of the information, numerical information from some person or of things. So it is collection of numerical informations. Like if I ask 3 students that how many marks did you get in your periodic test out of 20, and if I say that it is student is A, B and C, these are 3 students, she got 15 marks, B got 10 marks and C got 20 marks. So this is the raw data that I have taken from 3 students. Now about raw data, you have understood, that is the original information that you are getting from the 3 students. Now if I want to arrange it, so it can be arranged first in tabular form. Tabular form means here we'll write students and here we write marks obtained. So student A got 15 marks, student B got 10 marks and student C got 20 marks. So this arrangement of data is called arrangement in tabular form. So this is the tabular form of arrangement of the collected data. Now next we come to the data that it can be represented, it has been represented here in tabular form. Now we will represent it in pictorial form. Now the same data can be represented in pictograph form. If I say that one symbol is equal to 10 marks or 5 marks, we can take 5 marks. Then A got how many marks? 15. It means 1, 2 and 3. That is, this symbol will be drawn and it is pictorial representation of the marks. Now B got 10 marks, so for B there will be 2 pictures which will represent the marks, that means 10 marks. C will be represented with 4 circles or 4 pictographs which will show you that C has got 20 marks. So this is pictorial representation of the collected data. Now next we come to bar graph. Okay children, now I am going to explain you about bar graph. Bar graph, actually bar graphs are the graphs, representation of the graphs which is made by using bars of uniform width. Means all the bars width and distance should be uniform, and this representation by using bars on the graph page is called bar graph. Okay children, this is the information or data that we are having. Favorite colors are red, blue, green, and number of students who like red color, blue color and green color. That is given. It is the collected data. Now how we can make bar graph? How can we represent it on bar graph? Just see, I am doing it for you, showing you here. Now here we will write favorite colors, and here first will mark 0, then first division will be of 10 students, second of 20, third for 30, fourth 40, and fifth division is of 50, and one more 60. So in this way we have divided the number of students with the uniform range. So we can write here as number of students. Now favorite color red. Red is liked by how many children, how many students? 45. So here is 40, somewhere here will be 45. So you can draw a bar in this way, and this is the graph, bar graph for red color. Now second, blue is liked by 20 students. So 20 is here on your board, so 20 will be somewhere here. Now here you can draw a graph, a bar which will represent blue color. Now third is green, that is liked by 55 students. So 55 will be above 50, so somewhere here you can use a scale to get the perfect place. So this is the color green. It is the graph showing the green color liked by 55 students, and here blue color it is being liked by 20 students, whereas red color is being liked by 45 students. Only by seeing the graph you can understand how many students like which color. So this is the graphical representation. Here one more thing you have to do, you have to write the scale, and a scale is equal to 1 unit is equal to 10 students. This scale must be written on each and every graph. So this is the bar graph representation of the collected data. Now next we come to double bar graph representation of the collected data. Okay children, now I am going to explain you about double bar graph, how to construct and what is its use. Double bar graph is actually used for comparison of the two collections of data at a glance. Only by seeing it you can compare the difference between the collected two data. Now just see here, I have taken one example. Students A, B and C in maths, in first term A got 45 marks, B got 20 marks and C got 55 marks. Now in second term A got 50 marks, B got 60 marks and C got 50 marks. It is out of 80. Now we have to construct double bar graph. How to construct? Just first draw a vertical line and then draw a horizontal line. On vertical line you will show marks obtained. Marks obtained, and it will be divided as first is 0, second division 10, then 20, then 30, then 40, 50, 60, 70. So this is vertical line showing the marks obtained. Now here students, that is student A, student B and student C. In first term student got 45 marks, so 45 will be somewhere here. So A student got 45 marks in first term, but in second term A got 50 marks, so 50 is here. So it is getting 50 marks in second term. So this is your double bar graph showing marks obtained by A in first term and second term. Now here you can see B got 20 marks, so 20 is somewhere here, and in second term got 60 marks, 60 marks is here. So 60 marks. In first term got 20 marks, in second term got 60 marks, made a high jump. Now C got 55 marks, 55 marks is somewhere here. So C got 55 marks and then got 50 marks, 50 marks is here below it. So this is the double bar graph. Here you can see, and we will indicate the double second term is shaded and first term is unshaded, is not shaded. So we will represent this as first term and this as second term, and scale will be 1 unit is equal to 10 students. Okay children, here it is students. So only by just seeing the graph you can understand that A have improved in second term, B has made a high jump, improved a lot in second term examination, whereas C has gone down because earlier he got 55 marks but now he has deteriorated and got 50 marks, less marks. So here C has performed not well. So only by seeing the double bar graph you can compare the two given data. Okay children, today only this much. We'll continue in the next video.